Chapter 5 Ice and Snowland. The largest island in the world is Greenland. It lies in the continent of North America. A big part of Greenland lies in the Arctic Circle. Greenland is the territory of Denmark. Polar region is the area between Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. The North Polar region is called the Tundra Region. The Tundra region extends through the continents of North America, Europe and Asia. Greenland is located in the Tundra region. Earlier, it was known as Gotthard. Nuuk is the capital of Greenland. More than 80% of the total area of Greenland is covered with ice and snow. Tundra Region. Fact box. The first European who visited Greenland was a Norse explorer called Erik the Red. Iceberg is the floating mass of ice in the sea. The length of an iceberg may be many kilometers long and weight may be millions of tons. About 90% of an iceberg is always inside the water. Only a small tip is seen. A collision with an iceberg may cause a big hazard to a ship. Greenland in Tundra Region. Climate and vegetation. The climate of Greenland is termed as polar climate. The Iceland remains cold throughout the year. The temperature is always below freezing point. Winters are extremely cold. One may not see the sun for a few months. Rainfall is very little. During winter, continuous falling of snow and blowing of chill wind makes the environment very chilly. In summer, the sun shines brightly for all the 24 hours in most part of the island, but the temperature still remains below 0 degrees. The vegetation is rare as the whole island is covered with snow. Grass, mosses and lichens grow in the coastal areas. There are no forests. Wildlife. Only those animals that can tolerate extreme cold are found in Greenland. Polar bear, reindeer, Arctic fox, musk ox, wolf, seal, and dogs called huskies are the most common animals found in Greenland. Wildlife in Greenland. Fact box. In 1912, a huge ship named Titanic sank after hitting an iceberg. It had 1,500 passengers. Life of the people. The original inhabitants of Greenland are the Eskimos, Inuit as they call themselves. Their bodies are short and stout. They have flat faces with narrow black eyes. Their skin is of copper yellow color. They are mainly hunters and live by fishing and hunting animals found in the region. Eskimos. Clothes are made of the skin and fur of animals. The fat is used as fuel. Earlier, they used bows and harpoons to hunt, but now guns are used by them. In the past, the Inuit were nomadic, that is, they used to roam around throughout the year for hunting. Sledges pulled by dogs were used by them for transport. They used boats called kayaks for fishing in the sea. The Inuit used to live in temporary houses during roaming, which were made of blocks of ice. These houses are called igloos. Igloo. Most of Inuit now lead to settled life. They live in small villages or towns on the sea coast. They go on hunting trips for several days. They have fast motorized sledges for transport. Motorboats are used by them for fishing. Today, Greenland has a mixed population, mostly of Inuit and Europeans. The total population is only about 60,000, less than the population of even a small town in India. Almost the whole population lives on the southwestern coast. Modern facilities such as electricity, permanent houses, schools, hospitals, etc. are found in the towns. The capital Nuuk is the biggest town. It has a population of about 15,500. Haltensborg, now known as Sisimiut, is the second biggest town with a population of about 6,000 people. Igloo. The town of Nuuk. Transportation. Sledges are common means of transport as it is not possible to make roads on the ice caps. Sledges are pulled by reindeer or a team of wolf-like dogs called huskies. Nowadays, Eskimos use motorized sledges called skidos for transport. Umiak is also used as a means of transport, agriculture and industry. A very small part of land in the southwest is suitable for agriculture. Some vegetables such as potatoes are grown. Development of industries such as fish processing, oil drilling and mining have completely changed the lives of Eskimos. Dogs pulling sledges. Let's remember. Greenland, the largest island in the world, is a territory of Denmark. Most part of Greenland lies in the Tundra Region. 80% of Greenland is always covered with ice. The climate of Greenland is very cold throughout the year. Original inhabitants of Greenland are called Eskimos. The main occupation of the people of Greenland are hunting and fishing. The capital city of Greenland is Nuuk. The total population of Greenland is 60,000 and the population of Nuuk is about 15,500. Words treasure. Eskimos, the original inhabitants of Greenland. Harpoon, spear attached to a rope thrown by hand or fired from a gun. Mosses, small plants without flowers growing in damp shady places. Lichen, small plants growing on rocks and walls. Iceberg, floating mass of ice in sea. Kayaks, a boat used for fishing. Igloo, a house made of block of ice. Tundra, a large flat area of frozen land lying around the North Pole.